this segment, we're going to explain the Department of State passport photo guidelines and give you some tips and tricks to avoid common passport photo mistakes. One of the most important features of a valid passport photo is that your facial features must be clearly visible and that there are no shadows obscuring any part of your face. Current regulation stipulates that you must not wear any glasses or any headwear unless for religious purposes, and that you have a natural smile or a neutral expression. We recommend going with a neutral expression to prevent any kind of uncertainty. The photo must measure 2 inches by 2 inches or at least 600 pixels by 600 pixels. You should submit the photo in JPG or PNG format. While we're discussing dimensions, the top of your head must be between 1 inch and 1 3/8 inch from the bottom of the photo, and your eyes must be between 1 1/8 inch and 1 3/8 inch from the bottom of the photo. You should take the photo against a white or off-white background that's free of any shadows or texture. There's a lot of things you need to get right in order to take a good passport photo, and it's not as easy as it sounds. We've helped hundreds of students submit their OPT applications and have seen just as many good and bad passport photos. Right now, we're offering free passport photos to students applying for OPT. All you have to do is share our guide with 3 friends, and we'll send you a passport photos that follows all the specifications that we're laying out here. Next, we'll run through a few tips and tricks on how to take a perfect passport photo. Number 1 recommendation we constantly make is to ask a friend to take a photo for you. Don't try to take a selfie as it really distorts your shoulders, and it's difficult to take an appropriately sized photo, which should actually be taken from a few feet away. Number 2, to avoid shadows, your best bet is to actually take the photos indoors in a brightly lit room with light coming from all directions. This helps ensure that there are no shadows on your face or on the wall behind you. While we're on the subject of walls, our number 3 tip is to make sure that there are no textures or wallpaper on the wall behind you. Number 4 is really easy to forget, but make sure to remove your glasses before you take your photo. We constantly get perfect photos from our customers, and we have to go back to ask them to take it again simply because they forgot to remove their glasses. Number 5 is really important, and we want to make sure we mention it again. Make sure your face is free of any shadows. And another tip, try to keep your hair from covering your face as well. Number 6 seems easy, but is actually somewhat difficult to notice until you're cropping your photo and you realize that your eyes aren't level. Another way to quickly check alignment is to look at your nose line and make sure that it is perfectly vertical and centered in the photo. Number 7 is always a confusing one. Can I smile or not? We always recommend that students assume a natural expression, and the easiest way to do that is simply by hiding your teeth. Finally, make sure that both your shoulders are visible and that you're not too close to the camera. We usually look for a small gap on either side of your shoulders when we take the photo to ensure that it's appropriately sized. You can always zoom in when you're cropping, but you can't zoom out. That's it. Thanks for watching our passport photo guidelines video. We hope this information was helpful. And if you'd like a free passport photos, just share our guide and reach out to us.